Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Edgar. Come back with me in the channel Alliteration. So right now I want to present about poem analysis. So this is task from literature in reality. So yes, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I want you to know is I choose Edgar Allan Poe in the presentation. So Edgar Allan Poe is a poet that being my favorite since I know Eminem in the past. So yeah, in this presentation I want to talk about the poem that Edgar Allan Poe made, and the title is Alone. Okay, so without further ado, just let's get started to the analysis. So the first one, we have end rhyme. So the end rhyme is the end of the word that became similar. As you can see, there's so many of end rhyme that Edgar Allan Poe used in the poem. So in stanza 1, Edgar Allan Poe have some words that similar in end rhyme. So just take an example in stanza 1, see and bring. It is end rhyme. Spring and spring. Yes, so it is the same too. So in stanza 1, Edgar in the Alone poem have two end rhyme in stanza 1. And move on to stanza 2. Stanza 2, Edgar included also two end rhyme there, taken and awaken. So there's a similar rhyme in the end. And tone alone. Okay, let's move on stanza 3. This is interesting because in stanza 3, tone and drown is not the same, because you can check it by yourself in Cambridge. So all of this, it is analyzed by Cambridge University dictionary. So yes, I rely on that dictionary. So tone and drown is not the same in how we pronounce it, how the syllable how the word is written in linguistics. So yes, it's different. So the one that in stanza 3, it's just ill and still. Stanza 4 have two end rhyme, fountain, mountain, and road, cold. That's it. So the last one, stanza 5, it have two. This is interesting too, because it is only sky by and storm form. Because if you see in Cambridge, blue and view is not the same. In linguistic, woods in linguistic form. And okay, just as I said, so the stanza 5 is only have 2 and rhymes. Sky by and storm for. That's it. When you search blue and view in the Cambridge dictionary, it's not the same. Move on to the internal rhyme. So in the internal rhyme, here it's not that much. I mean, it's countable because in the poem, a lone poem by Edgar Allan, it's only identified 4 internal rhymes. So let's just move on to stanza 3 because stanza 1 and 2 there's no internal rhyme in the sentence. I mean, in the in the line, each line of stanzas. So yes, let's move on to the stanza 3. In stanza 3 we have then in my childhood in the town. So then in the. So yes, in there it should be internal rhyme because it is the same before and after. Well, maybe I am wrong, so if I am wrong, just correct it. So yes, but as long as I'm concerned, this is internal rhyme. So in stanza 4 we have torrent and fountain. Torrent and fountain is the same when you look at the end there. So in linguistic, in how to pronounce n here at the stanza 4 is the same. So that's why it's called internal rhyme. In stanza 5 we don't have any internal rhyme in the stanzas. So yes, the stanzas that only 2 and 3 is the one that included internal rhyme. Okay, moving on in alliteration. Alliteration here, it is some same initial in the stanzas lines. So yes, let's just dive in. Stanza 1, stanza 2, there's no alliteration, and in stanza 3, 4, 5 there is. So let's just check it. In stanza 3, then that's it. Yeah, then the. So it's the same. When you look at Cambridge, yeah, the D there is the same. When you pronounce it, when you look at the written linguistic, it is the same. Okay, in stanza 4 we have can, the, yeah. From the torrent or the fountain. Okay. Oh, maybe not that. Yeah, the and that. I'm sorry. The and that. For the stanza 3, then and the. Then and the. Okay, I'm sorry. My mistake. So, in stanza 4, we have the and that. Same the. Stanza 5, the and that. So it cannot be the same, because if you comparing then and then the same, it's not called alliteration, it's repetition. Again, if you comparing the same thing in poem. It's not alliteration, it's not end rhyme, it's not internal rhyme, but it is repetition. Okay, so yes, that's it. Okay, so in conclusion, Edgar Allan Poe here is strong in ending rhyme, but less in the other. So when you see the alliteration and internal rhyme, it's more or less. It's less than the end rhyme. So yes, it can be concluded that Edgar Allan Poe in a lone poem strong in end rhyme. So yes, there's a quote that I want to you see here. There is no exquisite beauty without some strangeness in the proportion. So that's what makes poem more beautiful. That's what makes humans more beautiful, because we have some strangeness in ourselves. The poet have strangeness, and the poet makes poem that have strangeness, and that makes beauty. So yes, that's what I thought about poem. When you have lacks in it, it doesn't mean that poem is not good, is not beautiful. Nope, for me, it is the uniqueness that make it is more beautiful. It is more unique. So yes, that's it. Okay, thank you for listening to me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.